In a moment, we shall bring you a full report of today's developments in Syria. But in these past days of carnage, few eyewitnesses have made it out alive. The photographer Paul Conroy, wounded in the attack that killed Marie Colvin, is one of them. A week ago, we saw images of him after that attack, as shells rained down around him. His eventual escape from Homs was dramatic. Several activists died getting him out to Lebanon. Now he's back in Britain, and tonight I spoke to him as he lay in the safety of his hospital bed. I asked him what he'd left behind.
I think we left behind another unfolding tragedy that in 10, 15 years the world will sit by and say, how did we sit by once again and let this happen? The town is hardly be called a town anymore. This mass destruction, children, women, men huddled together, basically planning their last minutes. Shelling reached a crescendo that I've been through a few wars, and unparalleled, systematic. There are no targets in Bab al-Amra. There are no military targets. This is a systematic destruction of civilians, property, everything that they stand for is gone.
Paul, as you were coming out, could you get any sense of how many people there really are still holed up there?
There are a lot of people still there. Very few people actually were evacuated from Bab al-Amra. Simply, once the siege started, there was no way out. So I don't know if the illusion is that it was evacuated. It wasn't. They were exterminated. They've been systematically. I went into a building after my injury. It was a street. They put us in the safest house they could find. I left that building. The street had effectively gone. It looked like Grozny, like some of the French towns in World War I. There were women, children screaming, panic, and people would come up to me and say, where's our help? And I had no answers. I don't know. I should have an answer. There should be an answer to this in this age, but somebody has to step up to the plate and give these people an answer.
Now, a number of people paid very dearly to get you out. How do you feel now?
I can only, simple words, express the gratitude that both on behalf of Marie and myself felt to that. Then people laid their lives down for us, and I must honour that level of commitment by doing and saying what I can of what I saw. I salute them, a hero to the last.
And Marie herself had to be left behind?
Sadly, it was one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make. But in order for Marie would have wanted the story over anything, and the way I could honour Marie's memory was to come out and tell the story. Dear friend, the world has lost one of its greatest observers, and it'll be a worse place without her. I can justify leaving Marie to tell the story. We'll all miss her. I think we all knew her. The world will miss her. And I hope that we honour their death by doing something. These people, the time for talking is long gone. These people are dying as we talk. The situation with Bab al-Amra was there were cameras there were people committed to getting the story out. Once Bab al-Amra's gone, the communications are gone. We have Hama, Dera. The regime can now systematically work their way through and eradicate the opposition. And the opposition are women, children, old men. Anybody who stands in the way will be eradicated. It's systematic slaughter. It's not a war. The Free Syrian Army provide bread and meagre defence. This is not a war, this is a massacre. We're watching it, and once again, the world sits by and watches, and I have no answers for them people. Somebody has to break the geopolitical stalemate that is allowing this regime to crush the humanity out of Syria. It's a crime of a scale I've never seen, and it's continuing. Someone's got to do something.